It had been a day of finding warm clothes. Katie discovered that if you don't wear a turtleneck shirt under a wool sweater, you could feel itchy. Orbie learned that sometimes you find a sock stuck to the sleeve of a sweater. And they both found out that too many socks in a boot can actually make your toes colder rather than warmer. It was late February and the start of a special weekend. They were invited to a winter party at Micah's farm, where the family had packed all their winter and sleepover clothes. They headed out to the car. Soon they were there. As the car pulled up the driveway, they found Micah shoveling off the walkway. He heaved a heaping mound of snow up into the air with his shovel to show his friends that he was very strong. There were hugs and kisses all around. After Micah showed them where to put their things, they gathered in the living room. Since the party was the next day, everybody was keen to help get ready for it. Katie asked what they could do to help. Micah's mom, Ara, looked at her and said the three friends could work on the outside of the house. The front yard needed a little decorating. Outside, Katie, Orbie, and Micah flopped down in the snow to discuss what they could do. Micah rolled in the snow and then sat up. They could decorate the yard with snowmen. Orbie tooted, "Wonderful," and then added, "How about dancing snowmen?" Everybody clapped snowy mittens at the idea. It was so good. Katie said it was a family party, so they should make a snow baby, too. And after much rolling and lifting and packing and shaping, that is exactly what they made. 2 dancing snowmen and a little baby one. The friends were very pleased with their work. Ara opened the front door and shook 2 bulky garbage bags that made a tinny clunking noise. Katie and Orbie looked up in surprise, but Micah cheered and zipped right into the house. In the kitchen, a great production was about to start. The entire table and floor were covered in newspapers. The garbage bags sat on the floor. A pitcher of water and little bottles of food coloring waited at each place. Micah peeled off his snowsuit as fast as he could, so his friends did the very same thing. Micah's mom handed out old shirts to protect their clothing. Micah was already yanking his on. Ara asked Katie and Orbie to choose a shape. They could have circles, squares, or rectangles. Katie chose circles, Orbie chose squares, and Micah took the rectangle. The garbage bag clunked as she pulled out 3 of each shape. The shapes were old beaten-up cake tins. Ara had been collecting them for years. She announced that they were going to make night decorations for the driveway. Ara explained that they were to fill all the cake tins with water and then put them outside to freeze into ice shapes. This all sounded fantastic, but I do have to say that neither Katie nor Orbie knew why. Ara showed the friends how to pour the water into the pans very slowly and then how to color it. A newspaper trail led to the back door where Dad was waiting to set the shapes outside on the big farm-side picnic table. Micah made his first one red. Then he dropped a dot of blue in it. It mixed with the red and made it sort of little purpley. Orbie put all the colors in, and Mom warned him that it might come out a murky, dark color, but he didn't care. Katie made her 3 circles, all different colors. She made 1 yellow and 1 blue and 1 green. Mom and Ara carried each pan out to Dad, who placed them on the picnic table. When those were done, Ara pulled out pans in the shape of animals like cats and dogs and chickens and things like trucks and spaceships. I guess you know which one Orbie took. Each one was filled with water and drops of color and sent outside too. In bed that night, Katie imagined the shapes lying on the driveway for people to walk on. Orbie wondered if they would be stuck in the snowbanks to decorate the drive. Micah didn't wonder at all because he knew, but it was difficult for him to explain. Overnight, the water shapes became ice shapes. When Dad turned them over, most of them just fell right out of their pans. a colored shape of ice. But a few needed a good thump before they popped out. Era carried out a tray with a whole lot of candle holders. They had glass shields on them to protect the candles from the wind. She asked everybody to hunt for places to put the shapes. Katie found two perfect places. One was the big rock near the end of the driveway, and another was by the fence post. Orbie discovered a good one on a wooden box, and Micah built two platforms with snow. Using sleighs and shovels and, well, everything, they set the candle holders out where the shapes would go. Dad stood up the ice shapes in front of the candles. As they decorated the yard, the shapes looked nice, but Katie thought that they would look better lying on the ground like stepping stones. Soon it was dark, and Dad and the three friends went out to light all the candles. When Dad lit the first one, the candle flame made the ice glow and glitter in the night. Katie squealed with delight. So did Orbie. But Micah told them to wait until all the candles were lit. The last one they lit was on the big rock. Katie looked back up the driveway. In the dark, the candles glowed and sparkled, and it was so beautiful, Katie couldn't speak. Orbie tooted that it looked like a fairy world, and with that, the three friends twirled and danced their way up to the house. And the party that night was terrific fun. Everybody told Micah, Katie, and Orbie that the house with the ice shapes and dancing snowmen literally invited them to come in. Everybody laughed and played silly games and ate loads of food and danced until they were tired. At bedtime, the friends looked out the window at the glittering driveway. It was so beautiful, they had a group hug to remember it. And I hope that if you have a special party one day, that you'll have fun decorating the house for it. Maybe you'll even make ice shapes like Micah and Katie and Orbie. And if you do, I just happen to know, they'll glitter magically too.
Keeps us stuck to the earth. But on the moon, there's not much keeping us or anything down. And without gravity, you can just imagine the possibilities. Just think how easy it would be to hit a home run on the moon.